Hey y'all, this is your captain for all things creative coming at you with the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 11 review. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're returning to this channel, thanks for rocking with us. Let's get into this episode quick because it didn't give a lot, so this is going to be short. Now, Wendy starts off the episode with her and Eddie celebrating her son's 10th birthday at home by sneaking into his room with some cake, and it was real cute. Next, you see Giselle and Ashley thinking through their version of She by Sheree by saying they're about to be putting rhinestones and whatnot on gym clothes. And then Ashley was talking about how she doesn't wear underwear when working out, and Giselle co-signs, so a new fair of public gyms was unlocked for me. Next, you see Karen meeting with her family about Surry County, and she says that she's going to work on her grandmother's house as a future tourist spot, then also possibly start a ganji farm on the land. It was funny that she said she might dose her relatives so that they don't bother her because they're talking about they don't want nothing freaky or like a nudist camp there. But she said it's just going to be, classy with maybe a little bit of pot on the land. Next, you see Mia and Robin doing a spa/healing day in the salt cave, and it was a boring scene. Robin basically says that Karen is obsessed with her since she saw a picture of her and her family on Karen's phone. What I think happened is that Katie Ross sent Karen the picture because Katie says that her and Karen keep in touch, and Katie used to be on Robin's neck about her ancestry. So that's what it seemed like to me. But Mia says she's in therapy with Gordon since they had been headed for divorce. And then Mia asks Robin if her and Juan are in therapy, and she says no, which is no surprise. Next, you see Wendy and Eddie having a cute date scene. He asked her about how her show was going, and she says she just wants her microphone, basically, because it's a lot. And then he tells her about his weed business. And then the two admit that they do indulge in weed sometimes in their confessional. And Eddie's basically on his candy burst because it's the same name that Ashley and her evil friends tried to use against him last season, to label him as a creep by saying he was happy to see them and call him Happy Eddie. He's using it for his business. Next, you see Karen and Ray having a date, and then she tells him that she's in the process of putting names in a hat to pick who she's taking with her to Surrey, but really she excluded like Sharice's name, and people didn't want to invite from the draw. So we found out that initially she was going to invite Wendy, Karen, Ashley, and Giselle, but Giselle declines the invite. And then you see Nana and and Ike unpacking, and she says their relationship has been mostly long distance in the past, but now, they're getting their dream home in Potomac. And Ike lost his hospital badge. She's like, child, go get a new one, leave me alone. Then Giselle goes to Nneka's house and keeps on her shoes in that lady house, which I did not like. And it's really funny because Giselle can't even walk well in heels, so this is a perfect opportunity to not only be sanitary but be comfy. But Giselle's just gonna do the wrong thing often. So then Nneka says that she went to Mia with another doctor, and she's gonna do an IUI, which is intrauterine insemination, and it's basically giving an Uber to Ike's semen straight to her, egg. She then says that Karen gave her a tour of Potomac and was shading her because she claims that Nneka lives in North Potomac rather than Potomac proper. And then Sharice comes over, surprisingly, since they're apparently neighbors, but really what's going on is Nneka's being officially inducted into the Green-Eyed Bandit Sorority Incorporated. Next, you see Giselle explaining that she chose not to go to Karen's trip because Candace and Wendy was uninvited. She's pulling this narrative how she don't feel safe, but honestly, Giselle has not been doing her job for a long time. This is why a lot of people are fed up with her, and it's an ensemble cast, so if she keeps refusing to film, she needs to be fired. So next thing you know, you see that Karen then extends the invite to the whole group in hope that people will peer pressure one another to go, and then Robin and Mia say no for being, second fiddle. Next, you see Candace, Wendy, and Ashley arriving. And then Nneka arrives, much to Wendy's chagrin. She's visibly not feeling that. Then Mia texts, again, that she feels a way about being invited second. That's why she's not coming. Wendy then tells everyone about Happy Eddie launching, and production asked her if she's going to invite NECA, and there's no word so close. She's not going to invite NECA and Ike. NECA then tries to invite everyone to a pajama unpacking party, and Wendy is asked by Ashley if she heard that she was invited, and Wendy's like, listen, y'all, 20 million steps have been skipped, so they cannot move forward. And then Wendy hears that Ashley and Giselle are creating a clothing line, and Wendy chased and was like, is this April Fool's? So they really making clothes, which was funny to me because it's true that Ashley and Giselle dress the worst in the Housewife franchise, that is Potomac, and they really show up tawdry and tacky respectively often, so you would guess that that's what that clothes is going to look like. Wendy then proceeds to get lit in the van to the point that people think there's THC in her drink. And then the girls meet Karen's family, and Wendy thanks them for having them. And then all the ladies work on the land to clear the debris from under a tree that needs to be cut down and inspected for snakes, which freaks the girls out. And then after they have a little snake scare, they run across the field to Val's house and have lunch, where Ashley and Karen try to broker peace between NECA and Wendy, but Wendy maintains that there's not going to be any peace because steps have been skipped, because NECA says too many different disrespectful things about her mom and her sister and calling her a B, and that shows Wendy that she doesn't truly have sisterhood in her heart. And NECA maintains that Wendy still has an invitation to her house, and the episode ends. Again, it wasn't that much, but I do agree with Wendy that NECA needs to apologize first or something, because you can't just go from making all those evil allegations, about her mom being a witch and doing voodoo, and they're like, oh, come to my house. That's not how life works. And I do also agree with Mia that Karen, inviting her last minute was not, to be glossed over, because Mia was trying to work on her friendship with Karen. It would hurt someone to know that they were, second fiddle in that way. And ultimately, I just think that this cast is still very disjointed, and a lot of the main reasons why has to do with Giselle. So they need a cast shakeup, and the girls that are not clocking in, not being an ensemble cast and shooting together, need to go. But put your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul.